At Least You Know comedy show.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Thank you for watching. This episode of At Least You Know Comedy Show is brought to you by Malice Haunted Attraction.
As we all know, spooky season is almost here, and one of my favorite things to do other than recording this podcast is going to check out haunted houses.
And what a better place to go than Malice. Located at 1777 Nicks Road, right between Lewisburg and Belfast, they will be open the weekend of October 16th and 17th, and they're closing the weekend of Halloween.
We know the guys over at Malice personally, and they're really good people, and we're really proud that they are sponsoring this episode.
Make sure that you guys show them some love and go give them a like and a follow on all social media. And if you go see them, make sure that you let them know that At Least You Know Comedy Show sent you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of At Least You Know Comedy Show.
Hello.
Before we get started, hello. I just want to point out the fact. This right here, can you see that? Where it says Red Wings and the logo.
Yeah.
This is not a MAGA hat.
Ooh, yeah, that's right.
However, to the girl in Dollar General the other day.
Oh, God,
Let me tell you the
heard
story.
this one.
So, I was walking through Dollar General. This woman walks in, and she's got 3, maybe 5, maybe 100 kids with her. And they're screaming and yelling and jumping and knocking shit off the shelves. And they run out in front of me, so I have to stop what I'm doing. And I'm just kind of look at her. I'm like, hey. And then she looks at me and goes, like, disgusted that I exist. So I was like, what? And then she looks back, like, does like a double take, looks back at me and goes, oh my God, I am so sorry. That is so rude. I thought that was a Make America Great Again hat. See the part where it's red, I guess? Here's the thing. Even if it was, fuck yourself.
Why do you,
What does it fucking matter? Who gives a shit? Okay. If you're...
Why are your okay, if you're fucking if another person's political view influences how you treat that person or anybody else, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Fuck yourself. So my thing is, I woke up the other day.
I don't even want to fucking do this now. I'm just mad.
And I saw on Facebook that there was a bunch of people that were glad that Trump got COVID. And I posted a status because it really rubbed me the wrong way. Before we get started with this podcast, I've got some funny stuff. I've got some good things. But before we get started with the podcast, if you wish harm on another person because of their political views, you're the bad guy. Trust me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to get started. We're going to talk about some happy shit. If I don't fuck my mic up in the process, look at me.
We should have recorded this later.
So that you can be happy.
And then just like snipped it into the beginning of the fucking show, like, because the rest of the time I'm gonna be over here like,
people are fucking stupid. Okay, so I'm gonna tell a funny story. So this is another one of my little hate rally / rant type things. We've been doing a lot. So I discovered that the other day, if there is a God, he or she or Schlim or Schler or Z,
shit.
Whatever they may be.
I know what we're about to talk about.
They fucking hate me. That's all there is to it. So Thursday, I got a new job, by the way. I'm very excited about it. I'm doing construction. It's really cool. I'm really optimistic about it. Let's say that. It's only the first week, so we'll see what happens. But I'm excited about it so far. So the other night, I'm trying to get used to first shift, and I go to bed about 10 p.m. every night. I wake up 3:12 a.m. And I was like, really, bruh?
The 100th hour.
The witching hour, or whatever the fuck it's called. I woke up at 3 a.m., and I'm like, really, dog? From a nightmare that I had, I was in the bleachers of, I don't know, we were watching some sporting event. Some shit's going on. And there's like a table to the right of the bleachers, okay? And this dude's like throwing popcorn and peanuts or whatever at this table. Well, I noticed there's a bowl on the table. This dude, I don't know where he gets the beanbag, but he tosses a beanbag, like cornhole, into the bucket, and the whole fucking crowd goes nuts. Like, ah! Like I'm talking, I smelled I was there, okay? My dream was so realistic. I smelled the fucking beer. The guy behind me was eating a hot dog. I could smell the mustard. I'm telling you, this shit was real. This is a premonition. And then it's dead silent for like 10 seconds. And I'm like, that's some weird shit. I don't like this. What's about? As soon as I think that thought, there's a giant ass explosion over to my right. Dude, I'm talking like I felt the heat on my face. I felt the shrapnel ting, 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 like hitting me in the fucking mouth and shit. And I wake up, and like just above the curtains, there's just a little bit of light showing through from like the morning sun, whatever. Well, it's 3 a.m. How the fuck was there morning sun?
The moon. The moon's been bright as
street
fuck.
lights, probably street lights. Okay, I just scared myself. So I see that, okay. In the dream, okay, the bleachers start collapsing, and I'm falling backwards like this, like super slow. So then I wake up, and I guess my body was doing that motion because I see that light from the top of the curtains, like right here in my line of sight.
Yeah.
And as I'm like coming to, it's like slowly, my contacts are all blurry because they're dry. So it's like slowly like, I'm like thinking there's a fucking spirit in my room with me. I'm freaking out. And I get up and I'm like, because I mean, the explosion and the bleachers collapsing. Now I think I seen a fucking ghost. So I get up and I get out of bed. I go to the bathroom, pee, and I come back and I lay down for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, there's just no fucking way. So I get up and get on Destiny and I start my day. Well, then, okay, so keep in mind, 3 a.m. until 7 a.m., I'm perfectly fine. 7:01, when I'm supposed to have already left, because I have to be at work at 8. 7 a.m., when I'm supposed to have left, my body says, hey, dog, you got to shit. Why the fuck did you chill and do nothing for the last 3 hours? Okay, this is my life. This is a real story.
Yeah.
7:01 a.m., you got to take a shit. All right, so I got to run upstairs. Sitting there doing my business. I get to the job, 8:03. I was like, fuck. I pull in the driveway. Boss man's not there. Thank God. Okay. All right, maybe God doesn't hate me. We go on with our work day, start doing what we got to do. Well, then I had gotten this check in the mail the day before. We get off at 4:30, bank closed at 5, so I've got to take this check someday this week.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, we're going to make a tool run, and we're going to go get some lunch. I was like, hey, are we going to do any work anytime soon? Like, is there anything, like, pertinent that we need to do? He's like, no, why, what's up? Can I run across town and cash this check? Because it's the only... He's like, yeah, man, go ahead. Whatever. Do it. I was like, all right, sweet. Run across town, cash this check. Get to the bank. ATM, with the drive-through, all the way around the fucking building. So I get inside, finally. Have to wait 10 minutes because there's 14 old ladies that smell like cat piss. It's a recurring theme. Trust me, this story.
Cat piss and nightmares.
Cat piss and nightmares. So I cash my check, do everything I got to do, leave the bank, get back to Chapel Hill, and then it hits me. Part 2, the reckoning. I'm talking like it wasn't one of those things where it's like I can hold this until it. No, it's now or never. It's
you gonna shit.
You're gonna shit in your car if you don't make a move. Stop at the first store, no public restroom. Stop at the second store, no public restroom. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Stop at the third store, no public. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna die.
Do they just not take shits in Chapel Hill?
I guess not. They just shit in the road, like they do in India.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
so I mean, my eyes are watering because I think I'm about to shit myself. Like day 3 on the job, I'm like terrified because I'm like. You know that first 90 days when you really give a shit about a job and you're really trying to impress the boss, you really want to come off like you're a good employee.
No. No, I know what you're talking about.
Well, day 91, you're a piece of shit completely because fuck it, who cares? You got the job.
Yeah.
But the first 90 days is always super crucial to me. Okay, my body's not used to fucking first shift at this point still.
Yeah, you've been third shift for a while.
Like 2 years.
Like,
and before that, I was second shift for 2-3 years.
And even when you were out of work, you were still staying up to stay on that schedule.
Exactly.
So, I mean...
So
it fucks with you.
This is the first time your boy's ever been on first shift in like it's been like 6 years, dude.
Yeah, it's been a long
crazy.
time.
So I get back to I make it to the Dollar General. Okay, shout out to Dollar General because your boy had the poops. So I get to the bathroom and I'm like, glory, like I'm going to church on Sunday is in my brain. Like thank you, Whatever you need me to do, I'll put 50 in the fucking plate. I don't care. So, so I get to the bathroom, and there's a sticker on the door. Please see cashier for the key. Oh, my God.
For future reference,
Oh, my God.
every Dollar General is going to be like that. Every single one I've ever gone to.
That's good to know. I would have needed that information on Thursday at 1:53 p.m. I remember it because I looked at my phone while I was standing in line to get the fucking bathroom key.
Woo!
There's an old lady that smells like cat piss in line in front of me, and she's bitching and complaining about every single item in her cart. Oh, that's supposed to be $3.75. Oh, that's supposed to be $6.12. Oh, hang on, I got a coupon for that.
I don't remember picking this up. Yeah, go ahead and let me get this too.
Let me count my change. I'm like, lady, Jesus Christ, I got a shit. So I
Back
finally
in
get
my
the
day, groceries only cost 15 cents. What the fuck you mean $103?
I finally get the key. I get to the bathroom, and I mean, I'm talking, there was not a nanosecond to spare. Like, Hiroshima and Nagasaki be damned. I dropped a bomb in that bathroom, y'all. And I know this is a long story. I know it's grotesque, but it pays off. Because when I got to the bathroom, I'm going to put a picture up on screen. Ethan knows what I saw. When I got to the bathroom, this is what I saw. So if there's a God, they fucking hate me. That's all there is to it, y'all. I'm going to hold this picture up to the camera so that everyone can see exactly what it was that I saw. Yep, chim chim cheree and such. Jesus, fuck. Did you have anything exciting happen this week, Ethan?
No, I never have anything exciting happen to me. All my stories involve a lot of rage.
Yeah.
And I can't talk about a lot of them on here.
Yeah.
I wish I could. There will be a day where we will have like a 10-episode series of nothing but stories that I will finally be able to tell on this show.
All the shit you want to talk. All the names you want to include.
Oh, there's a lot.
And then fucking Billy Ray's bitch ass. Shout out to Billy Ray. Do we know a Billy Ray?
No.
Anyway.
Cyrus. Hey, let me ask you something. Do you think all your fucked up dreams that you have, do you think it's because you had so many before that you expect them to happen? So your brain is like subconsciously being like, let's fuck with this asshole.
What can we do to
Let's
mess his
give him
day up?
something new. Bleachers exploding? Ain't done that one before. Let's give it to him. Let's just see what
Exploding's
happens.
just not enough. Let's make it to where they collapse too. Oh yeah. I forgot about the first part of the dream. The first part of the dream, I was retaping. We were doing a remake of Johnny Tsunami, which I've never seen. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about Johnny Tsunami other than it's probably a surf movie, maybe.
Yeah.
Fuck if I know.
Good movie, too.
So I'm in the water, one of my biggest fears, and there's like giant waves like crushing me, and I don't have a life jacket or, I don't have a fucking surfboard. Jesus Christ. This is,
Sounds like a meme.
this is my life, dog.
When you go surfing but realize you forgot the surfboard.
It's like a picture of fucking Trump. I have on my list of things to talk about. Thursday was hell. It was A Shaw Valley in 1968, I'm telling you. Oh, every shit is an emergency. Yeah, that whole day I shit like 5 times. I don't know what the deal was.
Jesus.
But every shit was an absolute emergency. And then oh my God, me and Tori watched It the other night.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing this thing where we're watching a bunch of spooky movies. We're trying to watch one every day of the month of October. And there's a line in It, spoiler alert, where Pennywise had like cut this kid, like the fat kid.
Yeah.
And the funny one looks at him and goes, "This motherfucker is leaking hamburger helper." I screamed a lot. That shit was funny as fuck.
It's a great movie. Both of them. Not like the original It movie. It was good.
I never
but
saw
the
that
remakes that they did were fucking phenomenal.
one. Have you seen Chapter
Great
2?
movies. Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. We bought it
Oh,
today.
it's
It
fucking
was on sale for
good.
like $5.
So good, dude. Oh, God, it's so good.
We're doing a thing where we're trying to watch a scary movie for every day
Yeah.
of October, and we have a huge list of things that might not even make it. The way we're gonna do it, we're gonna put it on Instagram. We're just gonna do like a we liked it or we disliked it. We were gonna do like 3 out of 5 stars type thing, but we're like, nah.
Yeah, just do it.
That's review. A bit much. We're just gonna be like, yeah, this one's cool. This one sucks.
Yeah.
James recommended Hereditary. Have you seen that one yet?
No.
Okay, so I recommend it for the first like 30 minutes because there's a scene where it's like. It's one of those scenes in a movie that it's going to stick with you for the rest of your life. Like it's such a huge thing, but the movie like fails to ever really capitalize on it and like take it anywhere because the rest of it's just like a convoluted mess. Like it gets.
I fucking hate that.
That's the problem that I have with a lot of horror movies lately, like especially in the past decade.
It's like buying.
They're just terrible.
It's like buying an album that has one song on it that has one little riff in it that's cool.
Yeah.
But the rest of that song and the rest of the record just fucking sucks.
I mean, realistically, that's about right because that movie is like 2 hours long. And it's like a 5-minute scene where you're like, oh my God. And I think you'll especially appreciate it. I mean, it's called Hereditary, so you can get the connotation there with if something happens with you being a dad. You're gonna appreciate it. And James said him and his wife cried for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, God damn. So I was like, I have to watch this. But the movie itself, I don't know. It just doesn't, it fails to deliver anything else.
Most horror movies today are just fucking shit. Like, we watched Dark Skies the other night.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You're welcome.
I've seen that movie before.
Yeah. It's still,
I like
still
that
fucks
movie.
you up.
I genuinely like that movie. But there are parts in that movie that are just so poorly done.
Yeah.
That's like why I'm like, fuck you. Because there are parts in that movie that I'm just like, this is stupid. Like there's one part where our big homie Google X is he's kind of creeping up on old girl in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's kind of doing this shit right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you could have done 15 million other fucking things that were actually scary. If I seen that shit in my house, homeboy getting sent back to the Andromeda Galaxy with a baseball bat up his ass.
So I really like the actors because they make you feel they make you feel like they're really in it. Like the dad is so scared that he just refuses to believe it. He's just in denial. Yeah. And then the oldest son is kind of doing the same thing. The wife is like, okay, I saw some shit when she walked into homeboy's room and it was standing there.
Yeah, and then
like,
dipped out, and the kid dipped out. Yeah, it's
she's like, I saw some shit. I'm Googling it. Fuck this.
I'm Googlaxing this shit.
So she does, and then they meet. What's the guy's name?
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons. Yeah. Fucking awesome actor.
He did great in that movie. He did great in that. I liked how he did that.
But like the whole time, he's like asking all these questions about, hey, are you guys experiencing this? Are you guys experiencing this? Knowing that his walls are plastered with fucking newspaper and like abductions and people going missing. So this motherfucker's been doing this shit his whole life. And the dad's like, how do you know all this? And
well, it's funny because the first 2 questions,
what the fuck? Have you been paying attention?
He answers them so like sarcastically and so matter of factly, fucking stupidly shit. And then the third question is like, something about missing time or something like that, and he's like immediately like flip the script literally like, yeah.
Oh my God, I'm scared now. I believe.
Yeah.
What happened?
There's just some of the acting in it that I was just like, what the fuck? Like, why? So
Daniel buys a shotgun while Lacey buys an aggressive guard dog.
That dog was fucking
Tori and I
just
that was the most docile dog.
Yeah.
While shit was going down outside, there's fireworks. It's 4th of July, and there's fireworks. This dog is labeled aggressive, and the dog's just chilling on the floor, like looking at him eating dinner.
And then you never hear anything about him again, okay? So, like, look, spoiler alert, fucking Googlax and the homies Jim and Bob Glax come busting up in the house with a big-ass fucking light.
Oh, my God.
Like in E.T. Remember in E.T., the big fucking light in the UFO that he goes in when he leaves? That's what it looks like, only it's a hell of a lot brighter. And next scene, Daddy-O comes busting up in a bedroom with a shotgun, and where's the fucking dog?
Yeah.
You never see or hear fuck all from the dog again.
Maybe they abducted the dog while they're in the process of all this shit. They're like, shut that fucking dog up.
That's what I'd have done.
It
Shit.
scuttled up a
that
wall.
aggressive ass dog.
Dude,
Dude,
the budget was $3.5 million. They made $27.8 million. Yeah, okay.
Why the fuck did they not do a sequel? Because they left it off perfectly for
Yeah,
one.
they could have made like a 20 years later.
Scroll down and see if there's one. Because if you remember at the end, there's the walkie-talkie.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that part.
What do we got under the
Dark
critical
Skies.
shit? Go up. Critical response.
Dark Skies
Mixed
received
reviews.
mixed reviews from film critics. So one thing that I have a huge problem with is scary movies not being able to build suspense. So
Yeah.
like this movie starts you
That
off.
one is kind of suspenseful. It does
well, let me get to what I'm talking about. So in the very beginning, it kind of exposition dump tells you what they're doing. Oh, we're fucking 90 days late on our rent. I can't get a fucking job. So the dad's kind of like at his fucking wit's end. He's like, the last thing I need is an alien invasion right now. So then the first thing that happens is the mom goes downstairs and she sees the house has been broken into. So they're like, fuck.
Yeah, the door's
So-
open, the fridge is open, and there's shit in the floor.
There's like food all over the
shit
place
in
and
floor.
stuff. So the cop shows up, and of course, every cop in every scary movie is like, nah, it's probably raccoons.
Yeah, the dumbest motherfucker. Are you
there's
sure?
clearly-
You sure the kids didn't just come down here and?
Hey, you
just-
sure? Are you sure your son's not sleepwalking and tearing up the whole fucking house?
Yeah. Well, what fucked me up is after that, there's the scene where it's like every fucking kitchen utensil and piece of cutlery,
Cans,
everything in the
bottles.
kitchen is stacked the fuck up. Like they're just like, let's fuck with these people. Let's fuck with them. They asleep. Let's just fuck with them. They'll never know it was aliens.
The contents of the kitchen are rearranged in bizarre configurations.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Wikipedia says it better than I do.
Right. But I mean, there's literally like shit on the ceiling that looks like crop circles.
Yeah.
There's a light on the ceiling that's like spinning around these complex geometric designs. And the cop's like, yeah, it's probably your 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to fucking stab you, you dumb son of a bitch.
You know, I knew this feller one time. He thought somebody was fucking with his shit.
Yeah.
He walked downstairs one day and his boy was in the fridge just eating a ham sandwich.
Like, no,
And
dog,
he-
this is more than just a kid.
He went up to him and said, Jimmy, are you hungry? It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. And Jimmy didn't say shit. Jimmy turned and looked at him. His eyes was all rolled in the back of his fucking head. Turns out he was sleep eating.
Oh, my God.
That's a literal quote from the movie. Turns out he was sleep eating. Fuck me.
So then these people buy a house alarm, and then they get a call in the middle of the night. when the alarm
Dreamcatcher's a
goes off.
scarier alien movie. I'm just
Yeah.
throwing that out
For
there.
sure. But what I'm talking about is the amount of suspense that they build.
Yeah.
Before it's like 30 minutes into the movie before you get to see the first fucking silhouette. And then when you see it, it's like
It's hardly
she
even-
walks into a room.
And that motherfucker turns
she-
around and goes, fuck.
Yeah.
That's literally what happens.
And then she turns back to turn the light on.
Yeah.
And he's gone, and she's like, okay. And like it's a jump scare. I hate jump scares in movies, and let me tell you why. I think that they're like fart jokes in stand-up comedy. Like they're easy,
cliche.
they're cliche, they're
Yeah.
easy. It's like dick jokes, you know. It's just like, oh, let's toss one of those in there to fuck with people, and it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't really add anything to it. If you're building up to it, like if you're building a really suspenseful moment, like in It, spoiler alert, and the scene in It where she hits her dad in the head with the top of the toilet, and then she's like, and she turns to leave the room, and Pennywise is standing there. I'm like, oh fuck, that one
Yeah,
legitimately
yeah.
got me. And then the one where he shows up big as fuck, that shit was cool as fuck.
So that scene in Dark Skies where she walks in and Googlax goes, shit, fuck. It runs off. No. He fucking like transmats out of there. She goes for the light, right?
Yeah.
She does this. My first reaction is not going to be... My reaction is going to be, you're fucked. I'm going to fucking kill you, motherfucker. Like, I don't know if you're human, alien. You might be a moose that got up in the
damn
fucking
it.
house somehow, but I'm about to beat the brakes off of your fucking ass.
A bunch of crazy shit starts happening when she goes to check out darkness. See the figure standing but she turns on the light to find an empty room. Sammy is found walking away from the house but cannot remember leaving. Lacey, Daniel, and Jesse each suffer catatonic episodes and regain consciousness with no memory of their experiences.
How does
Strange symbols are found on Jesse and Sammy's bodies. And the dad the whole time is like,
that.
yeah, it's not fucking aliens. You're dumb.
I remember that. Yeah, that's right, because they
had like bruises.
It was like the aliens were doing it to where it looked like the parents were like abusing them and shit. And I'm like, oh, you crafty little fucking
bastards.
multi-dimensional assholes. Like, fucking dicks.
They put security cameras in the house. Oh, and then like when they put the security cameras in, every night, I noticed it doesn't really point to it and it doesn't really say anything, but every night the camera footage starts going blurry at 2:30, right? And then it jumps to 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Like every single time it goes from 2:30 and then it jumps to 3 a.m.
And if you watch,
and I'm like,
if you watched it, it was camera by camera. So it's like it started in whatever room they came in, and then as it went to the hall, that camera started fucking up while this one was good. That was creepy for me, because it was like, that motherfucker's he's fucking it up while he's walking through the house.
The part that really gets me with the cameras is the scene where like he stops it and you see on the frame, you see the shadow. You're like, bruh. What are some more good alien movies? Because I've got this long list of movies, but I've only got that one and The Fourth Kind on here.
So there was an alien movie that I watched right when me and Sam got together.
Yeah.
Like years ago when me and her first got together. And I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this kid that he's autistic. It's an autistic kid and his family.
Predator?
Huh? There's an autistic kid in Predator?
The newest one, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. But
the whole movie
not
hinges
Predator.
on this kid's autism. It's ridiculous.
Moving forward. It's him and his family, and it's like they're in this fucking tunnel or some shit, and he's always talking artism
with an automobile. Yeah,
he's always talking about shit about aliens or some shit, and his family doesn't believe him, thinks he's just fucking
alien abduction. That's 2014.
No, I don't think so. Maybe it is.
Google.
Click on that shit. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
Jamie, what are you doing, fuckface?
Alien movie with an autistic kid.
Well, I mean, that was what I had to go off.
Yeah, that's a good.
Where's the weekly plot? Film begins with an out of Project Blue Book.
That's it. I remember that beginning where the camera falls down. Yeah.
Okay, don't tell me anything because I want to watch this. I'm gonna add this to the list.
It used to be on Netflix.
List. I like alien movies. I used to get really fucking terrified of alien movies, but I think now that like I'm not abusing alcohol and like in a better mental place, like I think my emotions are kind of calmed down. Because I watched Dark Skies the other night and I slept like a fucking baby.
Oh yeah.
This is Friday that we watched it. Maybe Thursday was the day that I had nightmares, and then Friday we watched that, and I was like, oh, I feel so much better. Like maybe that's what it is. I'm so into spooky season and fall weather that I'm like, I gotta like envelop myself in fucking Michael Myers' big long fucking knife dick. I don't know. I have to do this so that I can be happy. Alien abduction. I gotta check this movie out.
See what it's on. See if you can find it.
Where can I watch Alien Abduction?
It's gonna come up with like all kinds of fucked up
commencing anal probe.
Fucking B-rate conspiracy movies.
God damn.
Where can I watch an alien abduction? Well,
Alien Covenant.
Glad you asked.
Right here. Netflix.
HBO. It was supposed to be a nice family camping trip. Yeah.
It's on HBO too.
It's on Netflix, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. And Amazon, looks like.
We're at 28 minutes on the camera. So let's go ahead and pause this. We're going to take a break. We're not going to have an ad. We're just going to take a little break. So it's going to be unprofessional. But fucking...
We'll put a little fade out and fade in.
This is our music. Hello, everybody. We're fucking back. So, Tori and I, like I've already said, are going to be doing 31 days of scary movies.
Fuck me.
And I've got the list here. There's a bunch of them on here, so we're not going to get to them all. But this is like a bunch of movies that were like recommended to us. There's a couple that Tori recommended.
Yo, y'all got the Vivitch on that motherfucker.
The Vivitch. I'm going to spell it that way, too. Because I saw the preview for it, and I was like, dude, this kind of looks good. And then it shows the title. I was like, God damn it. So anyway, Tori and I is going to be doing this for the whole month of October. We're going to post on Instagram. We found this little app that we can make these dope-ass graphics on. We posted one today. Graphics. Post in the comments down below what movie you guys want to see us do a review on. Because episode 40, this is episode 48. So episode 49 is going to be next weekend, and it's going to be me and Tori for a little bit, and then me and Ethan. No homo. But so then we're doing a little promo for our live. We're going to try to do a live episode, actually.
Yep.
I don't know how that's going to work. We might stream it on Twitch. We might do YouTube. We might do both.
We're going to try it. It might not work, but we're gonna try.
If it doesn't work, we'll do it pre-recorded. But I would really like to do it live because I'd be like, hey, you guys come up here. We're at Malice. Come hang out with us. But we're gonna do that episode. It's gonna be episode 50. It's gonna be our special. It's not gonna be opening night of Malice, but it's gonna be the 17th. Another thing, in our little ad there that we had where I said they're closing the week of Halloween, I mean that they're gonna be open the 30th and the 31st, and after that they're done. So check it out. But back to the 30. What were you gonna say?
What date are we doing? I thought we were doing that the opening night.
It's that. Well, we can do it that Friday. That's fine. It don't make a difference. I'm working that day till 4:30. So
gotcha.
As soon as I'm done, I can come straight here and pack everything up. Well, I'll have everything packed up before. But we'll come here. I'll get all my shit and then we'll head out there. Friday the 16th. Be there.
So opening night, yeah.
Yeah, opening night.
Oh, okay.
Let's do a live episode. All right, this is how we plan shit, and then we'll forget about it, and then.
Yeah, Friday, 5 o'clock's gonna roll around, and Sam's gonna be like, "Hey, aren't we supposed to
do something?"
To the
and
thing?
You look at your phone,
Right.
37 missed calls.
Right.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Presley, start giving me the phone when you got it.
Yeah, so the other night I messaged her on Facebook, okay, and I was like, "Yo, fucking, you should make Ethan watch this movie, Dark Skies." And she's like, "You know you can text me, right? You have my phone number." And I was like, "Oh, I thought you were one of those iPhone fucking pretentious assholes that complains because the text is green." Tori Mayfield. All right, so anyway, moving on. We're going to do we're going to watch these movies. We're going to try to watch as many as we possibly can and give like a recommend or dislike. And then we're going to do where you guys can go watch it. There's some of these that you have to get on Amazon Prime or, you know, whatever service you use to rent things through. But I think it was like $4 for Halloween. I just went and bought the DVD. So some of these.
Hey, you'll need to add Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh, my fucking God. I'm not watching Leprechaun. So this list of movies is a combination of Tori's silly-ass Disney movies that she wants me to watch because that's what she grew up with. My shit that I grew up with, like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That's literally what I just saw. That's why I kind of giggled a little bit because that thought just hit me like a bag of bricks.
I've got to call Konjorsky. Oh, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. And then it's a bunch of stuff that was like recommended to us the other day. Okay, so the first thing that we watched was The Babysitter. Fuck that movie. That movie's a piece of shit.
You didn't like it?
And people were trying to defend it like, oh, it's like a cult classic. I'm like, dude.
It's not a cult classic, but I liked it.
I was so fucking mad the whole time. Like,
the second
that movie
one was
pissed me off from beginning to end.
I've liked both of them.
Why
didn't you like it?
There was some shit that was funny. But I'm just like, I wasn't expecting it to be what it was, I guess.
Like it's got funny shit in it.
I've seen funnier movies. I see what they were trying to go for, but they were trying to do two things at once. Yeah. Like they were trying to be like a silly spoof kind of comedy thing, but then at the same time they were trying to be like a scary movie, and it just didn't work. They didn't go well together. So a lot of this is probably gonna be goddamn me talking shit. But I've got a bunch of movies on here that I really like. I'm a really big fan of, like Halloween 2018, where they kind of took the killer's perspective more than anything, instead of it just being the people that are getting murked. Yeah. Did you ever see that one? The latest Halloween that came out? No. There's a scene where he goes on a fucking rampage and kills like 20 people, but he's like trick-or-treating. Like he's just walking in people's houses and ganking them and walking out. It's fucking awesome because the camera follows him the whole time. It's such a different take on like a slasher. I loved it. It was such a good movie. But I put that on there. Tori recommended Hocus Pocus, which I've never seen, so that's going to be interesting.
I saw it for the first time a few weeks ago.
Really?
It was pretty good.
I can dig it.
for like an old Disney Halloween movie.
As soon as I see that it's on Disney, I'm like, okay.
Right. Yeah.
I'll stop being cynical for an hour and 27 minutes. Jesus Christ.
But you never do stop. Like the whole time you're just saying shit right back here, right
Fucking
here.
really.
That part right there. You're just the whole time you're like, this is fucking.
Tori showed me this thing today or yesterday. I don't remember what it was. She showed me this thing, and it was like a dude bitching about all the things that his girlfriend does that he doesn't want to go do, like go to pumpkin patches and stuff. And hang on. So then the message was, if you don't do things like this to make your girlfriend happy, why are you even in the relationship? And I'm like, who the fuck doesn't like going to pumpkin patches?
Yeah.
That should have been the first thing.
There might be times where it's a bit inconvenient right now.
Yeah. We don't have the money. I got shot in the leg, you know.
Yeah.
There's got to be, I don't know. I was just like, who the fuck doesn't like pumpkin patches? That's the shit.
Right.
So anyway.
Pumpkin patches are getting fucking Christmas trees.
Man,
Live Christmas trees.
Yes.
Like.
Doing anything Christmas, like decorating for Christmas. Well, Halloween for us, but decorating for Christmas, like going and shopping and getting Christmas. I already got Christmas presents for everybody except for Sam, like legit.
Let me tell you what this fucking woman did the other day. Let me tell you. I hope you watching this shit, baby. She had a package delivered to the house. She didn't get shit all week because she went on a big start buying shit spree a few days ago, and big fucking package come in. We got home we went somewhere, come back, it's sitting there on the porch. So she picks it up, takes it in the house. She takes a knife, she cuts it, she looks in, she says, "Oh." I said, "What, is that one of mine?" She said, "Yeah, don't look at it." I said, "I'm not fucking looking at it. I'm not fucking 7. Like, okay, I got it." So she takes it, she puts it in Presley's room. She's going to my mom's house to pick Presley up, because Presley was over there. And she's got the package in her hand. And or under her arm. And I was like, "You hiding it in my fucking mom's house?" And she's like, "Yeah, that way you don't go snooping." I'm like, "I'm not going to fucking look at it." Like, and then I shit you the fuck not, the very next thing out of her mouth, "Do you want me to show you what it is?"
Like, what? Okay,
yeah.
So
show me. Fuck yeah.
So literally,
if you're gonna ask.
You're like, no, like I don't have any desire to fucking see it, and like, "Do you want to see it?" And you're like, I mean, if you're gonna fucking, if we're doing that,
yeah. So then she's like, so she starts opening it up where I can see what it is, and I see the symbol on it, and I'm already like hype as fuck. And she's like, "But you can't have it till Christmas." And I was like, "Why the fuck are you showing me?"
What's the purpose of this? This
like,
is bullshit.
You know, I'm just gonna fucking bitch about it for the next 2 months until either Christmas gets here or you get sick of hearing my shit and let me have it. Like,
me and Tori's 2-year anniversary is on Halloween, so I'm like the whole time I've been like, "What do you want for our anniversary?"
I don't want anything. You don't have to give me anything.
So then we went to Academy the other day, and she found this Beretta that she liked, and I was like, "You want that for our anniversary?" She's like, "No, I don't want anything." I said, "Okay, I'm gonna get you a pickle jar." She goes, she goes, "A pickle jar?" I said, "Yeah, it's gonna have a gun in it."
God damn it.
So I'm gonna have to fucking figure something out, because I can't get her that because she knows what it is. I'm probably not gonna get it anyway. So the next movie on the list is Monster House. Apparently she has the DVD for that. Is that a Disney movie too? What is Monster House? Is that
I don't
Pixar?
remember.
I know the animation style.
The only thing that I can think of with that sounds like a fucking Goosebumps episode.
Yeah. Monster House.
2006 film.
That is Dan Harmon. Isn't that the dude that made Rick and Morty?
Can't be the same guy.
Fuck? Budget. Who made it? Hello?
Click on it.
It's Monster House at Disney.
Is Monster House a Disney?
I'm pretty sure.
I have a queso.
Oh.
Nick Cannon, Maggie Gyllenhaal.
What?
Steve Buscemi. Dude, I'm out. Like, I like Steve Buscemi, but it's a hell of a ragtag crew.
Jason Lee. I don't know who that is. Edited by production company Columbia Pictures and Relativity Media. Okay, so it's... Okay,
It's
never
not
mind.
Disney.
I was thinking it was either Disney or Pixar because the animation style is super, like... All right, next movie is Gremlins. Fucking classic, of course.
That's
Halloween.
that's a Christmas movie. Come on.
Gremlins.
Just like
Just
Die
like Die
Hard's a
Hard.
Christmas movie. Fuck with me. I watch Die Hard every year. December 1st, I'm watching Die Hard.
December 1st, I'm watching Jingle All the Way because that is my Christmas movie that I grew up with.
I never saw that one.
The only reason that I know who the fucking reindeer are, the only reason I know
because
all
of him
their
saying
names
that stupid
is
shit.
because of Arnold running down the street being chased by Sinbad. It's a fucking wild movie if you've never seen it. The Big Show's in it. He punches a midget across the room. A
vertically
dwarf.
challenged individual.
Here's my thing, and hear me out. And I don't understand because I'm not one. But why would you rather be called a dwarf than a midget? That's my only question. So moving on.
Yeah, that'd be like calling me a pancreas challenged individual or some shit, like a
Pancreatically fucked.
And I don't just it's whatever.
Here's my
Carry
thing.
on.
I'm fat and I'm white. Call me a fat white.
No. You're horizontally challenged, and you are an
Plus
individual, an individual who
Plus
reflects
sized.
all color.
I am plus sized
Plus size.
and Caucasian. Anyway, so I'm watching Jingle All the Way. That movie's fucking hilarious. The only reason I know all the reindeer names is because of Arnold running down the street, getting chased by Sinbad. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. All right, so the next movie is Addams Family. I've never seen the movie. I know there used to be the show, and I caught a couple
Which
episodes.
one though? There's like 6,000 different
Right.
fucking Adam Sandler movies now. Are you watching the animated one or the one?
Addams Family.
Yeah.
Not Adam. You said Addams Sandler.
Did I really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I'm in Adam's Family.
I know what
Like,
you meant, but I
the
was
one
like,
on
wait,
the right.
what? No, we're not talking about Adam Sandler.
Surely not. Play that shit back.
Halloween Town.
That's a good one.
Have you ever seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Ghostbusters. Which, I mean, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters at this point, sit down.
There's something wrong with you, yeah.
Most of these, like, there's not a whole lot of, like, horror movies on here. There's not a lot of, like, scary shit, in my opinion.
Ooh, the fucking thing.
I've never seen it before. Don't tell me
You've never
anything.
seen
Don't
it?
say shit.
You gotta.
I feel like the Lord of the Rings podcast is going to be me, like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. Don't say shit, don't say shit. Dawn of the Dead. Do you remember the original, or not the one from 1978 or whatever it was, but the 2004, I think it was?
I can't remember
with
if I
Ving
saw it
Rhames?
or not.
The only way to kill a zombie is blow his motherfucking head off.
Have you ever seen that shit? That's
don't
good
know.
as fuck. It's a
I've seen
dumbass
so
movie.
much stupid zombie shit. That
They're
it's
so
hard
bad.
to know.
The original Night of the Living Dead. Me and Seth watched that. We were drunk as fuck, like a fifth of liquor in, and we're sitting there like the whole time. It's just like, what the fuck are we watching? There's a scene where one of them breaks into this woman's house and eats her, and then she was watching an exercise video, like Richard Simmons or some shit, because it's the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
So this fucking zombies in there like, fucking, this is the dumbest fucking movie. Night of the Living Dead. That we should add it to the list just because it's goofy. 28 Days Later. Have you ever seen
That's
that
a
one?
good one.
That's a
I
good
like
one.
that one, yeah.
Invisible Man was recommended to us along with Midsommar. I refuse to call it Midsummer. That's not how you spell something. But Midsommar, apparently, what is that? Like fucking French? But anyway, Midsummer is a movie that I thought was like a Burning Man documentary or something. Because I'm going to pull this up and show you and remind me to save this because I need to put this on the fucking screen. I want people to understand where I'm coming from, okay? So the only thing that I saw, what looks like Bill Murray to me, okay? It looks like Bill Murray.
Yeah, in a way, it kind of does.
With the
yeah.
flower crown on, right? And I just saw that in Walmart. I never saw the trailer. I don't know anything about this movie. I know
That's
nothing
not a
other
horror
than
movie, though.
it's like a psychological thriller or some shit, right?
I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I didn't think it was a. I wouldn't think it's a spooky season movie.
I've been
But
told
I
that it
don't- I
is.
don't
It's
know.
A24. That's the same people that made Hereditary, and there was something else that they made. I'm not sure, but I saw the cover and I was like, "What is this fucking Burning Man?" I'm not watching that. Like, I mean, it looks like some shit from Bonnaroo. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, I have no interest in watching that. So next we have La Lorna, which is actually it's 2 L's, so it's supposed to be pronounced La Lorna. Yeah, but people call it La Lorna. The Conjuring 1 and 2, The Nun. I've never seen any of those 4 movies I just listed. 5 movies, 6. The Thing, never seen it. Signs, because I got to have my
Great
alien
fucking
kick.
movie.
Dude, me and Tori
Great
watched
fucking movie.
Crawl today. Have you seen Crawl?
No.
It's about a girl that like swims and shit, and she lives in Florida,
Crawl and stuff.
and there's a huge fucking category, and she has to get through this crawl space while she's fighting off alligators. It's
What the fuck?
I wasn't a fan, and it wasn't a bad movie, but I mean,
It wasn't a good movie.
it wasn't a good movie. It was just one of those that was like, okay, yeah, that happened, whatever. I don't feel like I wasted my time, but I wouldn't like fucking, oh my god, you gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Signs, of course, because I'm fucking Aliens dickhead. The Vivitch.
The Vivitch.
I saw the trailer and I was like, that kind of looks cool. Have you ever seen the original Candyman? Bro, they're coming out with a new one. It's Jordan Peele's directing it.
Oh, it'll be
Shit.
good.
I'll show you the trailer after
be
because
good.
we'll get kicked off of fucking YouTube if I play the
Oh,
trailer.
yeah. Don't even say the names of these
Go
movies.
watch Candyman, the trailer. Go watch the original and then watch the trailer and tell me you don't shit your drawers with excitement. The Fourth Kind, again, Alien. Beetlejuice, that's Tori's favorite
We watched
movie.
that last night.
Crawl, we watched that one. Doctor Sleep, which is supposed to be a sequel to The
Sleep.
Shining.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
That's right, yeah.
And Ewan McGregor's in it.
Yeah, I think he plays the son.
I'm sorry, bitch, come again and say what?
Red Rum motherfucker that was
Really?
in The Shining. I think he's him grown up, but I'm not sure.
Video Game Donkey has a incredible review of the movie The Shining. You should check it out. It's so fucking wild because he's such a goofball and everything,
Yeah.
and then he comes off and does this completely serious, really good
I might
review.
have seen that actually.
I think I've showed it to
I
you.
think I've seen it
probably.
before.
Little Monsters, Trick or Treat, House of a Thousand Corpses. Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, such a fucking goofy movie. I laugh at that movie every time.
Dr. Satan!
House of a Thousand Corpses. I just said that. Hello. Nightmare Before Christmas. So this is one that I was gonna say. This is gonna be like our Halloween night. We're gonna watch this because it'll be the last one of the last one of the month, and that'll transition into
Yeah.
us doing the same thing for Christmas movies, which I know about 4 Christmas movies.
Hey, and 2 of those are Die Hard and Gremlins. So
And
actually,
Jingle All the Way.
Die Hard 2, and Gremlins. So
And Alan
possibly Gremlins
Rickman.
2.
Hello, this is Alan Rickman. We were looking at Netflix earlier and we saw Sleepy Hollow. We're gonna watch that. The Mist,
That's a good
The
one.
Ritual. We're not gonna watch it because I've seen it like 4
The
times.
Ritual?
Yeah,
You've
That's-
seen it before?
yeah, that's the one we
Oh, it's
watched
fucking
together.
great.
Yeah, that movie's fucking cool as
Great
shit.
fucking movie.
Poltergeist. Tori's never seen it. The Shining.
Yeah.
Tori's never seen it. 7. Tori's never seen that.
I've never seen
And then
that.
that one's that's the What's in the Box.
Alien Abductor.
Yeah, reduction. But 7 is the one that's What's in the Box. It's about a serial killer that like kills in the 7 deadly sins. It's fucking incredible. We should watch that tonight, dude.
No Hannibal Lecter.
It is,
You ain't got
Nah, I'm not.
Red Dragon Rising or whatever the fuck that
We
movie
were
was
gonna do
called.
Silence of the Lambs, but I mean this list
Yeah,
is
that's
already
it.
like 40 movies, so we're just gonna chill out on it. But it's Brad Pitt. Is it Brad Pitt? I think it's Brad Pitt. It's Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, and they're detectives trying to figure out what this serial killer is doing, and he's killing people in like the 7 deadly sins. Like there's one guy that's like gluttony, and he like ties him to a chair and forces him to eat like SpaghettiOs and shit until he fucking dies. Dude, it's wild. Such a good movie.
Why don't you just dump the bowl of SpaghettiOs in his fucking face and burn him and run the fuck away? I mean,
It's fucking crazy, man. There's some there was one that he did where like they walk in and they smell just a dead body, and they walk
Yummy.
in and the fucking roof is lined like thousands of car air fresheners. It's such a fucking wild movie, man.
what the fuck?
It's so good because at the end of it, like, oh my god, you know how like a movie will just like have you hooked through the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Oh,
the
yeah.
end, some shit will happen, and you're just like, "Ugh," like
Yeah.
fuck, like
Oh, yeah.
that one will do it. I promise. You'll be at the edge of fucking. It's old, so it's gonna be dated. But I
Yeah.
mean, god damn it, it's so.
Well, it can't be as bad as Gone in 60 Seconds. So.
That's what we should do. Our
And that
fucking.
fucking movie should be gone in less than 1 second. So
If I knew for a fact that we could do movies on the podcast and not get kicked off YouTube, we would do one a week. I promise, because I've got so many movies that would be great for us to do commentary on.
we could do watch-alongs.
How does that work?
So you say, start the movie now. And we watch it, but we don't have the audio playing into the recording just through the headphones. And we
Well, that's
make
kind of lame
commentary
for
on
the
it.
people
It
that are
kind of
watching.
sucks, but that's kind of the loophole some people use to get away with it.
I wonder if we could get away with it on Twitch. How do watch-alongs work? Let's do some
don't know.
Googling. Google. If you guys know how that we can do this and do a movie commentary, please let us know, because I would very much like to do that. I know we did it on Spotify, but Spotify is kind of like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. We played music on there and people never gave a shit. So, like, I know YouTube is really touchy about things like that. So if you guys know how we can do a watch along, please let us know. Send us messages, comment, whatever. Tell us we suck. Oh, and thank you guys like a lot for the almost 500 views we got on the video with Jennifer. Now, if we could do that with every video, that would be
yeah.
awesome. Like I said,
yeah.
like I've been saying, if you guys have one single friend that you can share this podcast with, please do. Add some people to the group. We're over 500 right now. And we got like
129, I think.
We got like 130 of that just from Jennifer.
Yeah.
So shout out to Jennifer. Shout out to
thank you.
Grass Kingdoms. Hope he's
Absolutely.
doing all right. That video is not doing so hot, and I don't really know. I don't know if it's the YouTube algorithm, if it's just the people that we have on, if it's, because we have about like 50 people that are dedicated, that watch every podcast, that listen to every podcast, and we appreciate every single fan that we have, whether, you've listened to one episode or every single one of them twice through. Brian Mangrum, shout out, bro. But like, I just shot a booger. That was gross. That one was for you, Brian.
This is why we don't have fucking people
That's why
watching
we don't
our
have fans.
shit.
I don't know how this stuff works, man. We're new to this, and we're trying to do better. Like we got this new little setup that we're trying to do here. I'm gonna build a new table so that we can like sit back, and then we're gonna have a second camera that we're getting. So we're gonna have people on the other side of the room so that we can have two different camera angles, and it's gonna require some editing. And I mean, we're just trying to do big things, man. We're trying to do things that keep you guys entertained. Like this episode, we've been talking about this 31 days of Christmas shit. And fucking Halloween. What the fuck was I Googling? How to do watch-alongs on YouTube.
How to witness an alien abduction. What kind of spells do you have to cast?
I typed in how to do watch-alongs, and it said how to do Along Came Pally.
How to do watch along what?
Along Came Pally.
Who the fuck wants to even watch it, period? Like,
We should do a movie commentary on that. We should do a movie commentary on Twilight and just giggle at it the whole
oh
time.
my fucking
What
God.
the fuck?
Vampires don't sparkle, I'm just saying.
No. How to do videos.
Football
with friends online.
live stream watch along.
No, that's not what I'm asking for.
Legally.
How to watch YouTube videos with friends at the same time. That's not what I typed in.
Put legally at the end of that.
Let's do movie commentaries. Frumentari. Did you ever finish Fallout New Vegas?
No, I need to.
Man.
I really need to. Legally. Hell yeah.
Can you react to movies on YouTube? Let's do that. Right now, YouTubers can only react to trailers, talk in front of their cameras without showing the actual movie or TV show, or simply take a risk and display copyrighted material anyway. But if YouTube algorithms think you're infringing your copyright rights, your videos get taken down and you get a warning. Here's my thing.
I mean, I get it, though. From a movie
do,
point of view, I
because
absolutely get it.
You want people to make money off of... You want them to be able to make the money off of the movie.
Yeah.
But if there's a way that I can, like, rent the rights for a weekend and we can just watch the movie and play it on our fucking channel, like, I just don't understand. I don't get why it's such a big deal, because it's like the idea is you want people to watch your movie, right?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
what's the difference in...
Used to, that's what it would be. People like us would want people to watch our movies. People like that want people to pay to watch our
Yeah,
movies.
that makes sense. We haven't really asked for money that much on this podcast. We should start doing that more. Hey,
Give us some fucking money.
Send us $20. All those fucking companies that we reached out to that fucking We're gonna sponsor us. Whatever happened to that? Come
Speaking
on
of, we're still working on the shirts. We haven't forgotten about that. Everybody that donated to the GoFundMe, we're
gonna get
working
one.
on that. We're genuinely working on it. It's just taking a shitload of time.
Put it this way: the way that we set it up before, we said a certain amount of money is gonna get you a shirt. But if you donated at all, I'm gonna give you a fucking shirt.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
Shout out to
figured.
y'all for donating, because not a whole lot of people did, and the people that did, we appreciate it. The people that didn't, I mean,
Absolutely.
you know, you guys, we appreciate you listening. I'm not downing you guys at all.
Right.
You guys are doing great, just as well. I appreciate everything y'all do, same. But people that gave us money, like, I was hurting, I didn't have a job. Now that I do, I'm gonna do something to get y'all. I'm gonna do something to get y'all some cheddar. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hook you up
yeah.
with a deal. We're gonna lose some DVDs off the back of a truck and send them your way. We're gonna. A couple shirts fell off the back of the truck. Hey, you and Bobby go over there and pick them up. Hey, get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Oy. What are you guys doing? Don't do it.
Little blue fuck.
You see,
You need to add that shit to
Communion?
the list.
Is that what it's called?
Communion.
you see
The book was a lot fucking better than that.
these little blue fuckers. Blue motherfuckers. Look at these motherfuckers.
Shit. Fucking Nora the Explorer.
Ghetto Dora, Dash EXP.
Man. Shout out to Dashy.
All right, man, dude. Let's start reaching out to our favorite YouTubers
I thought about that. I thought about seeing if Critical would do something.
and just say, fuck it. Hey, man, you want to come and be on our podcast?
Yeah.
Hey, can we be
Yeah.
on your podcast? We'll do video chat.
Because he's a pretty cool dude. Like,
really is.
He's kind of laid back and shit. So I thought maybe he'd be somebody to be into it.
I don't even.
Dashy, could you imagine having Dashy on the fucking...
Oh my god, that'd be so much fun, dude. Like the more that I think about that idea that I just dropped, like, I don't even care about getting more people to watch the podcast. If I can get people that I've grown up watching, like
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer had Stone Cold Steve Austin on an episode of his new show.
Holy
Do you
shit.
fucking understand how much shit would be in my drawers if I got to meet Stone Cold Steve Austin? Like, bruh. My
He
childhood.
just steps in the camera frame and fucking Stone Cold stuns your ass or whatever the fuck it was called. I
Like,
can't remember.
I just walk into the room and just get dropped, and then he just looks at the camera, and then it goes to black. I'd be like, "Yep, this is the best episode of the podcast we ever had, motherfucker."
Hey, that would be a dope ass.
Oh,
Coming up next week on At Least You Know Comedy Show, and the motherfucker just breaks the door down like the old apartment.
dude, I would pay for the door to be fixed if he would kick
Right.
the door down, and then come in and just whoop the shit out of both of us. Like, I would fucking die while the music's playing.
Do you know how hard I'd be laughing the whole time? Like, because the whole time I'd be like, "This shit's fake, just like wrestling."
Oh, dude, I read his biography, and I saw the
Yeah.
movie, and everybody that talks about him is like, when he's punching people, he really punches them. Like, he doesn't pull any punches. So then, like, he makes you work harder because
Yeah.
you're actually getting your ass kicked while you're in
Yeah.
the fucking ring with him.
That's funny.
Jesus.
That's funny as hell.
Another one that I would do, I would love to have, like, Bam Margera and that
Oh,
crew.
God.
Anybody from that fucking crew on
Jesus
would be amazing.
Christ.
It would be so much fun. We'd be too busy fucking fangirling and quoting Haggard, and they'd be like, "What are you guys talking about? You remember Haggard?" They'd be like,
you
"Yeah."
don't fucking
that
remember? Like,
Be
you
like-
wrote this shit. Like,
They'd be like, "Yeah, that happened like 30 years ago. I don't fucking remember it." And we'd be like, "Oh, at least you know who it is." All right, we're at 30 minutes. Let's
you see
get
that
the
guy
fuck
kicking
outta
them
here.
boxes over there?
Oh my god! Yeah, the Mexican cock biscuit, and Deco's just looking at us like, "What the fuck is wrong with these idiots?" Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. If you guys can please do us a favor and smash that like button and hit the fucking subscribe, dude.
Why did you go with the Amy voice?
I don't
Holy
know, bro.
shit.
Okay.
That was fitting. It worked for it.
It worked. Fuck it. Thank you guys for watching. We love you.